Icon. I'm going to pass it to our casters, Contra and KBC.
Now, as we fan out into the battlefield, we see 3 members all the way up in the mid lane as they spot out Sino over on the left side of the H rush there. Not going to poke anything at all, as we see most members also giving a lot of priority from the side of Geek and Icon, taxing the wave from the side.
I mean, the early game, you normally want to go in for the mid side. The mid side is where you want to clear the first wave of the creeps, and you go in for your jungle buffs. But then Potato is there aggressively trying to push out Ulta. It's going to be fun to see these two fighting once again. Like, they always have this matchup, and it's both ends of the coin. Like, both Evos and Geek and Icon are pretty afraid of themselves.
Exactly, and over the top lane here, we see Martis versus Natalia. Definitely a skill matchup. Seeing who could actually best each other. You saw the Ashura Aura as well as Mortal Coil coming out from the side of course, none other than Potato out there. And he dished so much damage in the blink of an eye. I wonder what's going to happen here.
Oh my goodness, the stun comes in for Evos though. So Geek Fam, the tides have turned for them. As Papa is trying to run away, he can run about, but he will fall down to the hands of Gord. The rest of the members of Geek Fam Icon, they want to continue this fight, but then the follow-up is not there. And Evos getting the first hand away from the Malaysian side. Selena Abyssal Arrows will not connect with one another.
And that was really beautifully done from the side of Evos, but there's more action over bot lane as we see Error getting poked out from the side of JPL as JPL gets a little bit of fire from the back as well. So has to break away.
And Abyssal Trap, that's what in here, but then you'll be Unsa to come upon. And Natalia slicing and dicing, but then overextend over here as Cloud gets the kill with the help of the turret. Evos SG right there just playing it patiently, and they have not lost any single casualties.
And over in the middle, there's just more action. This is going to be bad for him, and he will fall once again to the hands of Gord.
That is a 2K coming in from Gord, and we all talk about Gord's mobility. He's not as versatile comparing to the other heroes, but he has the momentum, he has the skill set to just stop quick heroes, and that might be the answer for that Gushen.
Speaking of Gord, we see the ult coming in, and Gato flies right in, seals the deal, and now he's going over on the side of Gatom as well, and Ace has to back away. Now, looking into this, we see that dive coming hastily from the side of Icon, and do you think that they should have gone for that?
I think they should have to, but then the problem is there's no follow-up, there's no backup coming in from your side. Now, if you really want to commit, you need to have your members to kind of back you up or to tank or sustain that particle damage. However, Geek Fam is doing a little bit of a mistake. Winnable rounds should be winnable, as you can see Natalia slicing and dicing Cloud instantly from there out of this earth.
Oh my goodness, he just got picked off right there by the Abyssal Arrow, getting stunned up, and he saw that opportunity, immediately jumped on that. So right now, Geek Fam Icon possibly getting their first kill, possibly could potentially snowball from there on. Now, we see this whole early game phase, a little bit chaotic moves coming from both teams, but over on Evo's side, they've already picked up 4 kills, managed to pick up all these small little items to possibly build into bigger ones. So, over in the mid game, who do you think has the most advantage here?
I feel like it would be Geek Fam Icon, but then hold on here, Selena is in a lot of trouble, will get mowed down by Gatot Kacha. And even though the rest of the members try to support, I think Natalia wanted to support it, but then it was a little too much of manpower over here onto Evos' side. And this is going to be fun. Evos right there, just putting the pressure. You did say before, 7 minutes into the game, Evos, this is a winning condition, and yes, they are doing it right there, but how? Geek Fam, they need to stop this, as they will continue on with the fight. Minotaur will fall down to the hands of Gord, then push in here, they push in 1 turret, and maybe more to come, but then Natalia on the top lane, gonna exchange this, as Evos continuing on the pressure, they say, you know what, first turret, it's okay, it's alright, I'm gonna do it right now.
That was a big mistake coming from Icon. They sent 2 members up top, that is fine, but they should choose. Should they just give up the tower or defend it? And we see Minotaur melting immediately over the hands of Evos Esports. And now we see Evos just going against them by just taking every single objective that they can. and they've already lost the bot lane as well.
A lot of initiation, a lot of team fights potential coming in for Evos Esports, but then a little bit of overstay coming in. The rest of the members of Evos will try to push, but then they will be getting caught off here by Geek Fam for 2k in the play. Martis, the Shuriken, will end the life of Geek Fam. We get a double kill coming in from here. He wants to continue on the fight. Selena will get the revenge kill as a double kill as well. So this is a battle royale, and only leaving 3 members of Geek Fam Icon alive against 1 in the hands of Ace for Evos Esports.
That turned out so well for the side of Geek Fam Icon here. They have the Natalia split pushing over at the top lane, and for the side of Evos, they've overstayed a little bit, and we already saw the Grout coming in.
Whoa!
And now look
Have you
at
seen
that.
the damage on the creeps? Just backstabbing them. Hundreds of damage points. Instantly wrecked.
Exactly, and as much as we see the Gushin doesn't really pick up any kills at all. In fact, he actually fell twice, but he provided enough damage, and he will slowly build towards the concentrated.
I know why, because Natalia has Berserker Fury, kind of increased attacks from there. As Kurtom a little bit of touch towards the Evos Esports teammates. And I see like in this game, Evos Esports, they have the momentum. Problem is, they have to kind of stop these type of silly mistakes. Try not to get picked, try not to get killed in war fights that you should have win. And just keep on putting the pressure, as right now Sino, he's going to use the wild charge away! Very smart move to kind of evade from the death.
My oh my, I thought that he would fall, but he used it just in time. But the rest of the members, where is Geek Fam Icon? He can't hold on for too long.
Evos just pushing on the pressure. Turrets just falling down like butter down here. That's Evos just gonna control this game as soon as possible.
And we see a split push coming from Natalia once again, but they want to crush it through the mid lane. We see Mystic Gush coming out from the side of Gordon, and now the rest of Geek Fam is coming in.
Comes into play. Gattokacha using his ultimate will trade kills. They will continue on this fight. It's gonna be a killing spree from both sides of the team. And Geek Fam Icon, they want more. They say, you know what, Evos, you overextend. Now we'll make you pay the price, the rental of the overextend. Gushin, come to Papa. We'll be the one to go, but he will fall out to the hands of JPL. The Ruby, 4 members fall out the play here. They will respawn, and it will be a stop for Evos Esports SG from there.
And that's a 4-for-2 trade, and they have already evened up the odds. Uta making sure that he keeps up with the pressure. He's pushing over at bot lane, and look at all these itemizations. We see Endless Battle being bought by Martis already.
Wow.
And over on the side of Plot, he's going to finish up that Golden Staff real soon.
Yes. I mean, he has the Demon Hunter Sword with the Golden Staff, kind of increased both attack and attack penetration. So that's actually very good on the side. Meanwhile, Geek Fam Icon, you can see that Grok actually picks up the Brute, if you're not mistaken, the Brute Force breastplate. And this is actually very interesting because you want to go in for the sustainability. Normally you go in for the Bloodlust Axe. Problem is, I think Grok wants in more armor penetration, a little bit more HP in hand. He doesn't want to lifesteal from that angle, so he's going in for a little bit change of the itemization. But it's all fair because right now it seems like Geek Fam Icon, they kind of find a bit of footing, but then they don't have to play passive.
Exactly, and speaking of playing passively, Evos is trying to set up their signature Death Rush here. Now they're slowly moving inside of the jungle for a little bit, but eventually they have to deal with this situation here because Natalia has been consistently doing all this split push here, and they need to send one person at least to stop all these bleeding. Speaking of bleeding,
and Ulta will start the fights here because he has Natalia. Yara comes into play, and it will be the Midoriya Fury to push things out there here, and then it will be the follow-up. The follow-up Geek Fam Icon is strong. They want to secure this win, and the wars will be in the favor. Geek Fam Icon, another one, another kill, leaving only Potato, the Shuriken of Martis alive, and they will go in for the Lord.
Era making no mistakes at all with one play. That just swing in the favor of Geek Fam Icon, and they will definitely get this Lord in their hands uncontestedly.
Geek Fam Icon again appearing in the nightmares of Evos Esports SG, because right there, that is the play that will put them back forward. Whatever Evos Esports want to build right now, just say it's all gone. It's now in the level momentum.
Man, I gotta say, this match that I've been waiting for so long definitely did not disappoint at all. Now, we see Icon struggling at the early game and fighting back so hard over the side of Evos Esports SG. And maybe it's because of the change up in the lineups in this year. As we talked about Kolia being not available due to his own duties, but over in mid lane here, they are still holding it really well. The problem with the side of Evos Esports is that they lack mobility.
They lack mobility and they have to start something. They have to initiate whatever they have lost. They have to put back into the bank because there they can start their own push. They still have the confidence, they still have their heroes. You know, the team fights is always onto Evos Esports SG, but then again, they have to stop losing members. They have to stop getting picked left and right. And now, look at this. Geek Michael is just playing behind enemy lines right now. This is the reminiscence, the deja vu of the first half of the game.
Exactly, and over top side they have a Lord to be dealt with here. Has to expand the element there from the side of Lord. No more mistake gush. So this is the perfect situation for Geek Icon to siege mid lane as well, and they will give this one up and possibly try their best to hold the high grounds.
So Geek Icon coming back to the game after that war and the Lord steal, the Lord kill over there. And now Evos SG, they are in the backseat, but then it's still early, 11 minutes into the game. Anything is possible right here, but then it's equal grounds. No one is having the advantage already.
Exactly. So we look into the goal lead. Definitely it swings on the side of Geek Icon, but one good fight can definitely turn that one around. Speaking of Papa, he already brought that concentrated energy. He's gonna have that burst that he needs.
A lot of damage. Alright, so thank you to our observer. Thank you so much for showing us. So you can see that Cloud already picked up his golden staff. He wants to get more damage out of that, which I hope that he does because he is going to be very crucial going into the team fights. While the rest of the members also have their core items, you do see that there's Athena Shield onto Gacha as the Endless Time, Endless Fleet or Fleetless Time battle item onto the hands of Gord. They want to reduce that cooldown so they can initiate more damage.
Exactly, and we look into some of these formations being played out from the side of Geek Icon. It's a 1-3-1 formation right now, forcing some of these members to separate, and that is a perfect plan because Evo Singapore, they need to stick together to make this whole teamwork going.
Yes.
And of course, if they all get segregated, it's so easy for them to just pick off with the Natalia or even the Gushin to assassinate somebody from the back lines.
Evos SG playing this defensively. Geek Icon just controlling the jungle, just cutting off any supply of buffs and jungle creeps into their favor. Geek Icon, if they want to be smart, they want to play the slow game, you know, the textbook play, they should wait for Lord first.
Exactly.
And, you know, one thing bad about this lineup in Geek Icon is none of them actually can try to 1 versus 1 with the Lord. However, Evos Esports, they have Cloud. Once Cloud is really farmed up, he can go 1-to-1 toe against the Lord, and the rest of the members can just try to distract the play.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. And when all these items will be built up, and once they complete every single item, that's where Evos Esports stand a chance. So right now, they can't exactly leave their base just about yet. All these waves need to be managed. And for now, Geek Icon is still trying to crack the code, and while they're at it, 10 more seconds, we will see the Lord coming out, and possibly enough, they can force a fight from then on.
Can Natalia 1 versus 1 Lord? That's the question. Is she gonna try that?
Maybe?
I mean, Unta is gonna give it out already, the location, and oh, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, she's gonna try it. Wow!
Oh,
look at that
the first
damage.
blow.
Era's gonna pick up the immortality over there, giving Minotaur the second chance of life if he falls down. It will be 1 versus 1. Unta versus the Lord. Who will win this battle? Unta dropping down to the hill.
She's got the life steal.
They still have health.
They're
and
coming
now,
in.
Evos SG,
They're forcing a fight.
They're gonna push it. They're gonna know. They know it's going. But then Natalia won the Lord again. That is a great move coming in from Geek Icon. And Unta right now, he should be very, very happy. He's smiling right now.
I'm pretty sure he's happy about it. Now, we see Unta and Era stepping up in this matchup, and I gotta give them praises after praises for this. The question now is, can they utilize the Lord effectively? Because they popped the Lord over the top side, and the ability gets melted. They managed to siege 1 tower, and also that brought them the mid lane tower. Now, this is gonna run it down from the bottom side. So they can force a fight from mid lane.
They have to pressure Evos Esports SG here because Evos SG Esports, I mean, they want to do something. The problem is they are so camped out in their own base. Now, what I could suggest, or at least hope that Evos Esports SG does is they have to win this war. They have to start first. They have to initiate within their home ground, start killing off the damage dealers, and then focus onto Lord. If the Lord were to be, you know, somewhat very tanky, and then the base will be just obliterated instantly from there.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Ota against Potato. Hello, hello. Potato Machato. Potato, potato, which one you like?
Looks like he's actually getting sliced up like a French fry here. Over about lane, we see Mystic Gush coming out from the court, and they will go in for a battle.
Here comes the fight over here, the fight of their lives. Evos SG, they need to start something, but then the losing members already with a little bit of help. Evos SG still continuing the fight here. This is a good move. They're gonna push it forward here as Error runs back. Potato getting stunned from this angle, and it will remove any BS coming in from Geek Fam Icon.
Speaking of that, there is a wave pushing through the top side. Natalia is trying to set up. They're trying to get the court up there as well. Unta waiting very patiently. Now, I just like how Evos Singapore was taking it so patiently. They're waiting for an overextension, and as soon as Error hopped over the wall, they all focused the tank. As much as he has the immortality, he has to back away with the flicker. And they tried their best, but they can't take down anyone yet.
I mean, Evos Esports SG right there, they're just trying to prolong the game. With 1 vs 1. Unta, I did see his item, he got a Scarlet Phantom, he has Endless Battle, he's so powerful.
Look at Zeno, he's got another immortality as well. So the frontliners don't need to worry at all when they go in for a fight.
Man, this is gonna be fun to see because Zeno, with this particular grok, he's gonna be so tanky. He's just gonna remove any lifesteal and just gonna focus onto the HP sustainability right there.
Exactly, and as we slowly see...
You know what? Evos SG, they did the defense really well against that lot. I really kind of applaud them. I forgot to say that time.
Yeah, I definitely need to give them credit for that as well, because looking at how they could have handled the situation, they already lost the fourth ultimate, and they still held on so well. They didn't manage to take anyone down, but the most important thing is that all the structures stay intact, and they did just that.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a waiting game. Geek Fam Icon trying to find the right moment to strike into the hearts of the Roaring Tigers or Lions, whether Matthew used to say. I'm going to play later a quiz game with you guys later on. But then, Selena, Mr. Arrows will catch on to Ruby, but then there's still no follow-up. Another arrow comes out again, still no one to catch.
Look at the cooldowns over the late game. She could just send arrows after arrows. If it actually hits the clock, that's going to be a problem right there, because they could try to pick him up.
Yes, he will be the early casualty if, you know, somewhat.
But over another 20 seconds, we see Gato Catcher coming up with it. The magic catch, Unta! That's going to be one kill.
One kill of Unta. That is the primary damage dealer. And now, it will be 4 vs 5. The rest of the members of Evos Esports will push forward. They are trying to find a kill, and this is where it's so crucial. Unta is out for 36 seconds while the Lord will be respawned right now at the top turtle side. Well, it's not the turtle anymore, but it is the Lord. Wow.
Oh, I don't really know what to do here if I'm the side of Evos. But speaking of that, over on the bot side, JPL is being caught out by himself, but he managed to survive for a little bit longer because Ruby is kind of tanky at this time being, but they are actually contesting the Lord right now.
Evos, they are so brave coming in here, but they have to know that Geek Fam is also waiting for them here. Soul, he has to play his carefully, but then, whoa, the damage coming in from Soul. That cloud is just dealing massive damage, a massacre coming in. Although that's not killed at this moment. Lot is the winning condition for right now for both teams.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Evos SG have to actually back away to manage the bottom as well as the top wave before they actually do any risky moves here. Because even if you get the Lord, you may lose out on the bottom lane tower, where Natalia could just consistently pressurize them. In the 20th minute mark, that's where it's gonna be problematic for them. But over in the mid lane, we see Zeno getting his health getting shut down.
Soul.
That's a stun, but no follow-up at all.
Still safe, still safe. It's a two-part series. You need to have the arrow stun, and then you need to have the follow-up from Geek Fam Icon. But then, again, huge credits to Evos SG. They play really well, and oh my goodness, Natalia, again!
Soloing that Lord. Flicker comes out from the side of Potato as well, and that's going to be huge. Now, she can't use it offensively, and I just love what I'm seeing from Geek Fam Icon. No Chow, no problem.
No Chow, no problem. No Watcha Chow, no problem at well. But then here's the thing, you have the lot in your hands. Can Geek Fam Icon put the full stop onto Evos Esports SG with this Lord push? Because we did see them the previous time, Evos SG played their defense cards really well. Can they do this the second time? And this Lord is a level 3 Lord. every time the Lord dies and respawns, he gets stronger, he gets almighty up.
And
this
speaking
game.
of getting mighty, Bambi is getting caught right there.
No, Natalia kills off Cloud. This is bad for Evos. SG Evos is gonna stay, and they will come back. But then, here's the thing: they still have to fight. They need their members to push forward. The Lord is so full of HP. He is not gonna try to fight this boy because he's gonna push forward into the hero. Bambi taking down so much HP.
Bambi, he's still alive.
The rest of the members just trying to push forward. Geek Fan Icon was
Look at that!
Oh, Martins the Shuriken King will take this down. And even though double kill coming in from Martins for their Shuriken King here, even though Evos Esports managed to defend it, but then a lot had been exposed.
My oh my, did you just see how Ruby just pulled them all in with the side stun in inside of the Nexus?
Yes.
And they don't have a single turret left, but they want that war,
Yes.
I would say.
Preach it, brother, because right now this is a game to be watching. Evos SG just fighting for their tournament lives, but Geek Fan Icon, they say, you know what, we can't even push forward, we're gonna kill.
Whoa, I don't know, it's 14-14, it's the 21st minute mark, and this has to be one of the longest games that we have for today. This does not disappoint at all, but look at this.
Sorry, Faras, it's above 10.
It's just gonna be another flicker coming out, but Ace is actually going in for a chase here as Error backs away. There's no backup coming in, and they need to wait for Selena as well.
Aaron, this is where they have to strike fun. No, Bambi, you're stuck again. No, Natalia's gonna get a kill, and then the rest of the members will come in. All right, Ruby, you gotta kill. You gotta get a trade kill. 4 versus 4. Both members now are out in the next 40 plus seconds. Hi.
So both of his carries are taken out, and another 1 minute or so, we'll see another Lord. This is going to be the strongest Lord that we're going to see into this fight.
Level 4 Lord. Have you seen a level 4 Lord before?
No. It's been a while that we've seen the level 4 Lord, and all these items are already popping out.
Courage Bulwark by
Yes.
Ace. He has a unique ability as well, if I'm not mistaken.
This is
Increasing the buffs, I think.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
And this is definitely going to be a 50-50. This could be anyone's game because one full ace is going to swing over the side of Evos Esports SG. If they wouldn't, they could possibly just run it down mid if they want to.
Sino having the Bloodlust Axe as the final item, that's very, very interesting.
It's actually an offensive drop build coming into this
But
fight.
he takes it as the late game entry, so very interesting to see this type of mentality coming in.
They definitely need it because if you build a full armor or magic resistance,
No damage.
you don't have the damage to actually fight the rest of the teammates of Evos Singapore, so you've been losing out in all these battles. And you can see in the last team fight itself, they've been struggling to even take out anyone other than the Lord or even Claude. But
Claude was first to die, one way.
As much as he's slippery, he needs to watch out on his positioning. And Sino finally buying that food.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the late game period, the late game era, whatever you call it. Everybody just picking up damage items. Whoever strikes first and ends well, it will be the fairy tale ending forwards. Then the Lord will pop up, will respawn for anyone's taking here.
And it's gonna be Unta versus the Lord once again, round 3. But let's ring the bells. And I definitely think that Unta should have this one in the back. And they don't even need to send anyone else once again. Gord has to take care of the ground over the top side. And over bot side, we see Gushin, of course, keeping them company. Now,
Evos Esports SG losing all of the turrets here. They cannot do anything. They cannot even go outside, step outside of their comfort zone. So the problem is, now they're just playing the inevitable. They're just trying to delay time after time. Geek Fan Icon, they're smart. They know what to do. They want to get items and they want to try to push and end this game once and for all.
Yes, exactly. And I love the camp over on the top side that they're making here because they know that they need to balance out the waves. And in order to do that, they need to extend all the way up. So keeping them company, they will be able to escort the Lord through the mid lane. So we will see a team fight that will happen in a bit. Some potions being popped out.
Hold my hand, Contra, because this is going to be real good. This is going to be the fun of life. Evos SG, they're trying to defend it as Immortality pops out for Grok. The rest of the members will try to push forward, but where's the damage? Where's the follow-up? There's no follow-up. They have the lot. They have to strike forward. Katom going behind enemy lines. My goodness, what are you doing? Cloud takes you down first into the play. There will be more coming down here because double kill comes in for Cloud. And no, it's not enough. Geek Fan Icon, they are able to secure the Lord's health. Again, the Lord just marching forward and destroy the Nexus instantly.
And we see the Lord just swinging that mace with so much power, and that was enough to seal the deal for the side of Geek Icon. Evos Esports Singapore, they definitely held on for so long, but they don't have a single turret left to even defend. And of course, with this game going into the side of Icon,
what a game, man. What a game.
I gotta
say. KBC is kind of sweating right now beside me, but it's alright. We're all sweating because this was such a hype game. It was the longest game we've had in the playoffs, about 24
such
minutes.
a nail biter.
24 minutes, man.
24 minutes.
I gotta give it to Unta. It has to be Unta Natalia. He finished the game, right? He finished the game. He came in, he jumped in, finished the game. He had so much damage. We thought that Evos can actually do something. We have the highlights here. Why don't you guys walk me through every single thing that happened? We knew Evos she started out strong, but lost at mid-game. Why did that happen?
Exactly. So early in the matchup here, we can see that Icon has put a lot of priority over the top side, and Evos actually managed to capitalize on that situation, catching a couple of members out. But over the bot lane is where Evos dominant. Look at Ace just picking off people, and they managed to actually trade towers later on. And eventually, I remember over the mid game, there's a really big play coming from the Minotaur.
Yes, the Minotaur comes in, you know, helping out with the Minionian Fury, just clearing most of the members of Team Evos Esports SG out there, and they went in for the Lord. So that was somewhat like a textbook play already, because they say that, you know what, the Lord will help us in terms of pushing back the balance back towards us in Icon, and they did it. In fact, all four Lords all four Lords, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Exactly.
It's all for Icon. Literally.
Right. I mean, Unta just went in there and just chopped down Lord like it was nothing. Took him like, what, 10 seconds? 10, 20 seconds?
We were both figuring out, you know, who can 1 versus 1 with the Lord besides Cloud itself.
This
and
Unta,
they just showed
talking
us.
about.
Wow.
And
this is the turnaround, right? This was the turnaround.
exactly. This is where Geek Fam start to pick up all this momentum. Look at Arrow once more. He's always in the front lines, and Gushin managed to pick off from the back as well. There's a lot of trading being done, but definitely all these shutdowns definitely gave them that sort of a goal to come back online. Now, over the mid game, it was
this is the one. This is the one. I think this is the one. The play of the game.
Man. The knockups are crazy. The way he landed on so many members, and you can see Cloud can't do anything. He just has to go out.
I mean, you know, not having the Minionian Fury is already a big thing or a bad thing. You already have the Selena arrows. You know, you have so many potential. Unta coming in from the front lines, just picking off people from the back. Instant backstab, instant damage coming in. That is a good play coming. But the problem was, I feel like Geek Fam Icon in one way, they couldn't secure an early game, early win, because right there they were very cautious. They were, you know, a bit afraid because they know that in terms of damage wise or team fights, they are a little bit less superior. So you know what? They take the second plan, the plan B. Go in for Lords. Wait for Lord, then we push together. Let's try to kill as many as possible. So for Evos Esports, yes, we did it already. We did the first defense was good, the second defense was good, but then don't forget, your whole base has been exposed. There's nothing left already to defend except for the crystal base. You can't step out from your comfort zone, and this is very tough for them.
But
exactly.
Let's touch on it a little bit. The entire base exposed, right? Actually, wait. We have the MVP ready. Let's talk about the MVP first, and then I have a few questions I want to ask about Evos SG. Of course, it has to be Unta. Within Natalia, what do you guys think about the stats and the item build?
Well, definitely being the start of the show, because he's been backdooring all these towers, taking it down, and also taking the Lord multiple times. Having that damage output, it doesn't matter if she falls or if she doesn't, because they've caught so much nuisance to the side of Evos Singapore. And also, one more thing that I want to bring up is that all these layers of crowd control definitely help the side of Icon so well. And not having Koleo on that Diggy, it's definitely something that's
missing.
a lot of problems.
But the thing is, I want to touch on this. They had their base exposed, Evos SG, for such a long time. But Geek Fam Icon couldn't come in. I mean, they did the right thing. They played this game. They won the game. They took down how many lords? 3 to 4 lords. Just to be able to penetrate the base. So what was the reason? Did they know about this, that they can't close the game, so they didn't go in?
I think early on, the power difference between team fights is still visible. I mean, Evos
Even
Esports,
towards the end, he was there.
Yeah, I mean, Evos Esports, they have a lot of sustainability. You know, they have their own damage dealers as well. So, in terms of the team fights potential, Evos Esports wins hands down. But don't forget, when you have the Lord, you are making a 5 versus 5 game, like a fair battle.
Yeah.
It's not fair anymore. You have 6 versus 5, literally.
Yeah,
for
the
that. So,
guy is very big.
yeah, so that
Exactly.
one Lord potential, and like you did mention, every time the Lord dies and respawn, gets stronger, gets harder to beat, and
That's
Lord
right.
has only one goal in mind, is to destroy that Nexus base.
That's
And yes,
right.
that's what he did.
That's
He still
right.
stayed alive.
That's
technically.
right.
And over in the early game, we see in terms of macro play, Evos Singapore was leading, and they were just
Yep.
trying to control the tempo of the game. But over in the mid game, however, it's Icon forcing fights after fights, so
Yep.
they cracked under pressure. And I haven't really seen any other teams that force Evos Singapore
To
into
be
such
cracked like this.
pressure.
Yeah. So okay, talking about that.
All right.
Evos actually didn't necessarily make any big mistakes. Like there wasn't
Yes.
a moment where you're like,
Correct.
why did you do this? It was more so that Geek Fam Icon came in with the Minotaur knockups. It was at the near their base, and Evos actually backed out at the right time. Remember, I think it was very early in the game when Natalia Unta got a few kills and started
Yeah.
off from there, right? So what did Evos actually do wrong?
I think the later games when they got picked off in their own jungle,
Yeah,
I think Grot was
Which is
getting
very
caught.
hard. I mean,
Yeah.
by
A couple of decision making, I wouldn't really call it a mistake. It's
Yeah.
more like a 50-50. It could go really well for them and
could
close
come
out the
back.
game, or it could backfire. And in this case, it definitely turned out on the
Yeah.
latter.
Because
Yeah.
I kind of feel them like, if you have all your turrets destroyed already, the only do or die situation is, to just start the fight. Problem is, you don't
or
have map
surrender.
control. Yeah.
Or surrender. That's the way I do it.
I mean, the professional teams, they won't try to surrender instantly, but they are trying to start off something. So
That's right.
without map control, the jungle has been overtaken by the opposing forces. It's very hard to start something. And Grot, technically, he's not the most mobile hero ever.
Correct.
He's gonna get killed, and yeah, you already lose out one member, and it's gonna make your battle difficult.
It's gonna be harder.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harder, definitely. Now moving on to the second game.
Tom.
This could be our last game, or you guys wanted a game 3. What about you guys watching on the stream, watching here?
There's no-
Do you want a game
Drop the
3?
comments.
This is a time, man. This is our first game 3 if it goes down to that in the playoffs, right? Let's talk about the second game first. Let's talk about what's coming up first. If Geek Fam Icon takes this, they will be moving on in the upper brackets. If they lose, well, there's gonna be a third game. Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be an uphill battle for some of these teams here. But if we look into what we should possibly draft out in the second game here, Minotaur has been having this really high impact, even for the other teams that were playing today as well. So maybe they might need to consider a Minotaur pick or
Or
ban.
ban. Yeah.
I'm not too
definitely.
sure whether
I mean,
they'd be comfortable in it,
but
but
you had a Minotaur and a Grok in
Yeah.
one team. I mean, come on. They're just there was no way they could attack. That's what they had to just wait in the base until they come at them and
Yeah.
then find a way with the Ruby, pull them in or something. I have to say the Gord was doing a great job as well. The Gord
Yes.
was doing a great job putting in the damage, but it just didn't work.
Get picked off
Just-
easily
yeah.
and stuff. And I want to talk about Sino's build in terms of the Grok. He went for the
an offensive build towards the end.
towards the end, yes, correct.
Kinda
But the
switched
early
up,
game,
yeah.
the early game was more
Tanky.
about tanky armor,
I think I saw a
protection
Bloodless
coming in.
Axe in there somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
Because for normally some heroes or some players, they will put Bloodless Axe as their second item option or maybe first to go with. And then after that, you come in with the Athena Shield, you come in for the Brute Force Breastplate, and last but not least, Immortality will be like the second or the last item to build with.
Right.
However, his style of play was, I think it was the call of the team as well,
Yeah.
to make this Grok as tanky as possible, to sustain all this damage. Because again, once more, team fight-wise, it will be Evos for their upper taking.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
and they kind of face that particular problem there, so they want to switch things up. Let the damage dealers like Natalia or Selena to deal with
To
them.
do what they have to do, yeah.
Correct. So Grok doesn't need to sustain. Doesn't need to somewhat sustain. You just need to tank in one way.
That's right.
Exactly. And speaking of the Grok, it was interesting to see how they play out late game. We see him selling items to trade off with things like buying the boot very, very, very late into the game. So
very late.
it's how they actually manage resources so well from the side of Icon. Now, I want to see this coming from the side of Evos as well, how they handle it so well towards even the final breath of Nexus. They just held on for multiple times, even all these lords coming into the base. If it was me playing that game, it's a
told
gone.
you, I would have surrendered. I mean, I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying if it was me, like no towers, you have Unta with that much damage, I would have given up. But these guys held it so well.
I mean,
held it so well, but it's
yeah,
their reputation.
correct.
Man. I mean, they have to uphold it, and they did a good job at upholding it, even though they lost.
I think right now, Evos SG, they have to remove whatever is from game 1. I feel like to the part
What do you mean remove? Like the whole draft thing and everything, or?
I mean, in terms of negative, the outcome on the first game.
Okay.
Because right
Just
now,
forget about it.
I feel like the inconsistency is normally when they lose the first game, and it kind of snowballs to that mentality that we are going to be very back down. You know, we're going to have these teams going up against to us. Right there, they have to keep their cool, their calm and composure,
Of course.
and then just focus on the second game. Try to force overtime or the tiebreaker for the third game itself. Because in terms of inconsistency, we do see the other games that they play. Every time first game they lost already, the second game will be like the same outcome or even worse from the game. So again, this is the offline battles.
Yep.
Everything is brand new. You have so many eyes looking at your gameplay
Yeah,
here.
look at them. Look at the crowd right now.
Oh, now they're
Yeah,
looking
peace
at us.
sign, everybody. Yeah.
All these beautiful faces here at Paradigm Mall.
Yeah.
This is why I love offline events. We get to meet all these new faces and people who share the same passion.
Exactly. There's so many things you guys can do here. We forgot to talk about this more. Let me tell you guys right now. If you guys come down to Paradigm Mall, we're still going to be here tomorrow and the day after. It's still not too late to come down here.
Yep.
We do have another exciting matchup after this one. It's going to be AirAsia Saiyan going up against Bigetron SG. Sort of like a rematch of the last week of the regular season. Aside from that, we're going to have so many other things here. We have figurines that we're giving away. Right here, we have the Freya one. We're going to have Zilong as well.
Which is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first 100 people who walk into the event before the game, before the event starts, you can not you can give it back. You can get your own. You get your own, man.
We'll queue up tomorrow morning, alright? We'll get the Zilong.
You queue up right here, and then we won't have any casters on the table, man. It's gonna be weird.
Alright, it's okay. You know, all goodies are for you guys, so just drop by here. Right?
Yeah, drop by, and then we also have the Battle a Legend.
Oh.
Yeah, we had Zixuan earlier here today. Yeah, we had Shirlitsu, Baby Shark. You can play against them. You can win stuff as well. If you want to battle another legend, we have KVC and Contra. You can battle them as well.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna stick to casting.
I think anyone could possibly just beat me to it. So
Actually, I don't think anyone wants to battle us Grandmasters over here. Did I just say that?
Wow.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I'm epic.
Wow, that's so much better
I
than
know you're an
Grandmaster.
epic
That is
caster.
like-
Don't
that's
give
so
yourself
much-
praises right there.
What about you? What are you right now?
Around that.
You can lie, man. No one knows.
Yeah.
No one's gonna check your account anyways.
I could call myself
I'm mystical glory, man. I am. You guys have no idea. You guys won't know. There's no way to find out. You don't even my username.
All right, looks like we're back into the draft, and we will go into round 2. Geek Fam Icon versus Evos Singapore. Now, first ban here, what will it be?
Okay, let's see. Do you think Natalia will be banned? Not the first time. I mean, do you think they will ban Natalia, or is it not worth it to ban?
I think it's not
You can just
exactly
work around
a
it,
ban
right?
worthy, because definitely you can work around it. We see it towards the late game, they managed to do so, but I think that they're going to ban something else. They're going to leave that child open, so we may potentially see Sino actually taken out. Unless if they want to keep to their word, that second ban is still going to go towards them as well.
Possible. Now, there's a few things I want to mention. Just forget about the draft for 1 second. Remember, guys, whoever's watching at home, this is a best of 3 double elimination. That means there's going to be lower brackets tomorrow. So if your favorite team loses, they're still going to get another chance. Only the grand finals will be a best of 5. Now, if you guys are wondering how these guys choose their sides, well, based on the rankings in the regular season, the team gets to first pick if they want the red side or the blue side. Now, let's go back to the draft. And we also have banned heroes, KBC. Do you remember them this time?
I'll try. You guys just hold them
list
out
it.
first. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. It would be Sun,
Yeah.
Zas,
Yep.
Leslie.
Yep.
There's another L. What was the other?
It's not an L.
It is.
It's an L. It's an L.
Leomord?
Leomord.
And Vexana.
You can Vexana.
There
Okay.
you go.
Cool.
I possibly lost that one.
I mean, we'll just let Faraz take that. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
I'll
very
take it
good
from
at
now.
that.
I'll take it from now. So let's look at, take a look at the bans right now. We have Halkert, Gushen, Chow. It has to be there. There's
Exactly.
no way around that.
Now,
Which is. Don't you think it's hard because like you're going up against a team like Geek Icon, you have to ban the Chow. Even if it's not in the meta, if it's in the meta, you have to ban it. You don't want to go against it. So technically, you have one less ban.
Exactly.
Correct.
So it's like you gotta work around this, and that has definitely given them problems, which is why they're on the red side this time, so that they can get 2 priority picks. They possibly could even steal it away if they want to, but that route will be picked from the side of Geek Icon.
You
So
can see
do you think
Kolia
that-
as well right in the crowd.
Wow. you are leaving Lunox and Selena open. Okay. Very interesting. I think Evos is gonna go in with one of these two heroes. If not, Alice also is open, which I think
we talked about this.
A magnificent pick here now.
Lunox and Alice.
Mages in the table. I think that this is gonna be really good.
Sorry, let me correct you on that. Two banned mages.
Two must ban mages.
Yeah, okay, you correct me on that sentence as
I
well.
have to correct both of you. Because
Wow.
we've seen Alice extraordinary today.
Yeah.
Lunox, not so great, but we know the potential
Yes.
of a Lunox.
Correct.
If it's played right in the hands of Evos SG, it will destroy. But Geek Fam Icon is going for another. Wait a second. Wait for it. 5, 4. It's probably going to be another
I think
Minotaur and
so.
Selena. I'm not going to waste my time.
I mean, Geek Fan Icon, they work out so well. No!
Oh my, it's gonna be an
Hello.
Alice.
Okay, alright.
What
Fine.
punch?
Fine,
Aldous.
that's why I wanted to wait for it. Did you realize? That's why I wanted to wait for it.
Smart move, smart move.
So
Now,
Aldous has been picked up. What do you think about that?
I think it's a really solid pick. They need to catch that Lunox,
Yeah.
especially when she pops the ultimate Order of Brilliance. And after she goes invulnerable, that's going to be a point where she will have to come back up online. And that will be the moment that he flies in with his ult and immediately assassinate.
Yeah, but that's only if Minotaur is not there to protect her, Mortis is not there to protect her, Alice is not there to protect her.
Yep.
And also if she's already used her ultimate.
In addition to Aldous, his ultimate soul contract is somewhat giving him the vision of the map.
Correct.
So
yeah.
it's something like an automatic proxy already from there. Everybody knows the whereabouts, so they can plan the battle. Or who wants to go in for the lot, they are able to get that information from
Okay,
them.
would you say that they picked Aldous just because of the Lunox?
Well,
Like just to be able to deal with the Lunox?
I think so, because even other than the Lunox, you can even catch out things such as an off-position Martis has already done all this split pushing. You can just fly across the map, and that's going to be another round of Natalia coming in with the Harley to also match up in terms of damage.
Oh.
Saber.
Look at that! Come on! This is gonna be your last game, possibly, of the match between Evos SG and Geek Fam Icon. What are your thoughts, gentlemen, on the draft?
I love Geek Fam Icon's lineup, very comfortable heroes and etc. But I want to see a game tree, and I'm loving this. The must ban mages is in the hands of Evos. Let's give it up to Evos right here.
They
Yes.
are actually playing with fire because all these potential bans that we talk about, you're giving the Minotaur towards your enemy and prioritize Aldous. It's 50-50 trade-off here, but I saw how they did round 1 with all these frontliners backing it up, making sure that they have room to breathe, and of course pressurize the side of Evos Singapore in round 1. But round 2, this is definitely going to be a different ball game. It could be anyone, but I'm also rooting for a round 3. So
Alright. You know what? I think we should test the crowd, guys. Let's see. What do you guys think about a match coming up between Geek Fam Icon and Evos SG? Alright, I
don't think that
I'm
they
a crowd,
hear
I'm a
us,
crowd.
but
Yep.
it's alright as we move into game number 2 between Geek Fam Icon versus Evos Esports Singapore. Now, finding out once again, Natalia will be dealing with the Alice over the bottom lane. I think that this is going to be a long sustained matchup here, but Sino that already soaked up so much damage, and this is going to be Josh handling all this pressure coming from the mid lane of Evos Singapore.
This is fun. Again, clearing out the creep wave, getting the support. Whoever clears the creep wave earlier can go in for the jungle. Standard style of play in this current meta. And of course, Geek Fam Icon, I want to see how Sino is going to run with the Aldous. Aldous, early game, trashed here. But hey, when mid game comes forward with his items, it's going to be painful as the stacks of his souls.
Exactly, and this is a late game guarantor for the side of Icon because we see game 1 going more than 20 minutes. So
Correct.
they are just making sure that if that's gonna happen, then we will just make sure that we'll prepare really well so that all these will be answered towards the side of Evo Singapore. Now, over the top side, this Martis versus Selena matchup, of course, Keto will be continuously sending all these abyssal arrows, but
Correct.
it's so hard to actually land it over onto a Martis. Martis is so flexible, he could just hop in
Slippery
and down.
now.
Exactly. So, I don't know how they're gonna actually deal with it 1v1, so there possibly may just be some rotations to actually go ahead onto either side of it.
I'll try to see in terms of connecting these two players. That would be a very crucial part, especially landing the skills that you just mentioned. But then again, you have to remember that Evos here, they are looking strong with their lineup. And again, with the Alice, anything's possible. Meanwhile, you can see already Sino getting trashed down by 4 members in the clock for Evos SG.
That was so beautifully played out there. They knew how to rotate across the map, and they saw the minions marching in. This is going to be a turtle being slain there from the side of Evos Esports, but Geek Icon wants the top lane tower itself.
Good move coming in from Geek Icon. They know they lost this turtle, or at least this hero. They're just going to trade it up with the turret. And of course, Evos getting a slight advantage in terms of gold for the kill and the turtle. The turtle, again, for those who don't know Mobile Legends that well, the turtle gives you 100 gold and XP across all heroes.
Exactly, and this will actually at least snowball them a little bit as compared to Geek Icon, but it's just a slight edge. But with that first blood gold going into the hands of members of Evos, will actually snowball, and once again, speaking of snowball, that's gonna be Josh getting caught up by himself again.
Wild Charge running away, but then Lunox strike him down with the auto attack. Boom, headshot.
Oh my word! And they gotta learn from this because he's getting picked up every time alone. I think that the Harley wasn't exactly able to defend or even give that form of support, because if the Harley joins in, she's gonna be next on the chopping block. So giving another trade, this is gonna be a tower in the hands of Evos.
Evos here, they will want to go in for more kills, more ganks. This is the same way that they did it beforehand, Papa. Harley here trying to be the trickster that he is, but then doesn't want to catch anyone off guard. The deadly magic will not burst the ring of flames from his opponent.
As we also saw how slippery the Alice was. JPL is definitely familiar with this hero here. He can easily go in for a fight right now.
Oh, Minoan Fury comes in for Evos SG, but then Geek Icon will get the kill over there. As Minotaur, his dear friend, is kinda dead. No follow up. But Martis is able to get another kill onto Trashdus, aka Aldous, in the early game first lah.
Yeah, I
don't worry.
Say, early game, it's really gonna be tough for Aldous, but once again,
Talk of Destiny.
Oh my goodness, Talk of Destiny. And now another kill in the hands of Josh once again. But Evos managed to take down the top lane tower as well as the mid lane. So they are opening the map. They don't care about kills. They just want the gold. They just want the towers.
They want towers, they want map control, they want everything, the map knowledge, because previously the last game that they lost because of this particular condition.
And
one way.
This is the Evos Esports Singapore that we always knew. They know how to trade blow for blow, and they know how to calculate all these losses here. And Uta playing with fire, extending all the way, but of course, he is extremely slippery. He's going undetected, and Saber.
You want to know one thing?
What's that?
Unta to proxy to give information, and you have Aldous as well to pop the ulti. Now, Turtle will be taken from Geek Icon side thanks to the Selena and the rest of the members, but then Evos, they're just pushing toward the enemy lines. No fear at all.
Exactly, and this might just be a catcher, but the Death Rush definitely is way too obvious, and I don't know. Speaking of that, it's gonna be Josh just making sure that they won't linger any longer inside of the jungle as they slowly push it in. Now,
Rapid Boots,
looking at this, of course, we talk about Talk of Destiny being brought out by both of these mages so early into the game.
Correct.
Definitely giving that upper hand in their hands. But over on the side, Berserker's Fury being bought by the side of Natalia, she can actually burst down one member.
That was the same item as well. As you can see, sitting a burst down. This is the burst down they wanted. They will not catch the Martis. Ashura King is a little bit more sustainable comparing to other fighters as well. And Evos just continuing on the pressure. And this is so fun for them because right there, even though they are one member away, the split push works.
Exactly, and definitely in the early game, they have more firepower. They will try to shred this tower
nice
away.
Move though. That's a very nice move.
Wall definitely from Josh. He will try to negate a little bit of this pressure here, but we might just see a fight coming in.
So arrow comes in, but then Saber will triple sweep Selena down to the ground. The rest of the members members of Geek Fam Icon. They will try to push and get the revenge kill. Harley will snipe them down, but then double kill comes in, and another kill. Another one goes in for Evos SG. Evos SG. It's not finished yet. Triple kill. Skippity bop bop, and there will be one more kill in the revenge. But then Josh is all alone. He has to face another 3 more members down there.
Oh my word! Did you just see how well Ace played this out? He delayed the Min-1 Fury, and he timed it so well to the point that he catches 3 members from the side of Geek Fam Icon, turning it around, and now this is gonna be the Lord out on the table here for them to grab this one.
I feel like both teams there, they can try to grab the Lord, but it's not now. It's not the time.
Possibly 15 minutes onwards, or
yes,
maybe 12?
They kind of build the items, but you can see already the items, a bit of despair for Saber, a little bit of endless battle as well for Martis. So they have a little bit of damage sustainability or momentum, but they still need to strike into the hearts of Lord.
Exactly.
Strike the hearts of Lord, my goodness.
Oh,
how many hearts he has for one Lord?
I wonder.
Never mind, we'll ask Faraz later onwards. So, oh yeah, hello there. Bye-bye, sleep tight, as that Saber will fall down to the ground by the deadly magic of Harley.
I gotta say that that was a little bit clumsy coming from the side of Evos, and he should know better not to just face check in the middle of the game here. And Minotaur is not that far away, and I think that it's just a little bit of a mistake that didn't really cost too much.
And it's a Saber Samurai. I mean,
exactly.
It's low sustainability of HP. He's very squishy, like Taofu and stuff. But hey, Evos, they're gonna continue their 4-man gang. They want to put on the pressure. They're just putting the pressure into the heart of Geek Fam Icon. Geek Fam Icon right here, a little bit disrupted, but they're still in the play. There's nothing lost right now.
And now they're trying to play the split push game as well, just like how we saw it back in game number 1. But can it actually work this time around? Because Evos already know how this real will work.
Correct.
And they are still going to bring the fight to them. Whether they like it or not, they will force it down mid lane, or either of the side of the lanes that they choose. Now Martis is being sent down to deal with that wave that's pushing towards the bottom lane, and possibly take control over the bot side.
The members chasing here. Josh will be the first sight of line for Martis. And Evos Esports split pushing 4-man gang is somewhat turning out to be a benefit for them. But at the same time, you're gonna risk different lanes. You're gonna expose your lanes for Geek Fam Icon to take, and Geek Fam Icon taking it in the right position. Meanwhile, it will be Evos Esports actually to take that. The double kill comes in for Lunox. Maybe a triple kill. No, unfortunately, Saber will end one life. We will be 3 members down for Geek Fam Icon. 2 more left to beat.
Josh gotta make a run for his life. This tower's gonna fall, and now he uses his ult to escape. But can he run? The rest of them are diving in, and Martis will be on a killing spree.
And Sino, despite being level 10, at least equal levels in terms of higher rank for them. But then, oh my goodness, JPL! Wow, he's just sustaining the Nexus damage with the Blood Ode.
And you can see that the Blood Ode just returns the health so easily, so he doesn't really need to worry at all.
Oh, Sino! No, Sino! Ooh! He's able to run away. No, he cannot run away. He was teleporting back to the member, but then he got caught by 4 members of Evos. Harley is able to take down Saber thanks to Papa. Unfortunately, again, this puts them back down because, again, you're losing 1 member for 1 member and you are at the back seat of the car.
Exactly. Oh dear, Bambi. Really bringing this Lunox all over her full potential, taking kills after kills. And this is the reason why they banned her out, because she deals DPS, she deals AoE. It's really hard to actually play against her, and when she falls down to low health, she can go invulnerable with the Order of Brilliance there. Of course, this is going to be Geek Fam. This time around, have to hold their ground real tight, just like how Evo Singapore did in round 1.
So we do see some pickup of the items. Aldous will pick up the Athena shield. Selena changing the weapons as well. She's going to pick up the necklace. And it's going to be fun because right there, they're just picking up all their items. Aldous right now, he is going to be a little bit more damaging. He's no longer the easy pickup or the kid that everybody bully at school. Suddenly he becomes a superhero. He's going to be on the verge to become the superhero, the savior, hopefully for Geek Fam Icon into play. Unta, seeing around. Oh, he's going to get caught.
Fine.
Wow, okay there, Mion. Fury comes into play because Evos spots will push forward here. Martins will get the kill. The rest of the members trying to catch money, but nobody's here. Everybody's here. You know what? Let's bail. Let's bail. It's no time. We don't need to fight this fight.
Definitely. One pickup was all that they need, and now that they don't have Unta, every single member will be on a disadvantage. They're just trying to hold down the wave here as Josh will be the front line, trying to burn out the waves, but they're going in for a fight.
Oh, Josh in a lot of trouble. He's just getting mowed down by that Lunox. My goodness, that play comes into play. And now, Evos Esports, they're going to take this turret, they're going to open things up. Papa, oh no! He will come to the hands of Evos Esports. But now Evos Esports is going to push it. They're going to finish it up. That was so much firepower coming in.
Yes, and we talked about the game tree, and game tree will happen right now.
Yay!
So, Evos managed to push this into an equalizer. And now we're going into game 3. What are your thoughts? They open up so many of these bans here. Of course, most obviously we have Minotaur, and we also have Lunox here.
0-3.
603 being the MVP.
I told you guys we need to see the Lunox, or else we won't know what it's all about.
And here's the thing.
Look at that.
The Lunox isn't even full core items yet. She hasn't had full core items.
Of course not.
She has, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, she has the Fleeting Time, she has the Lightning Trishawn, and if I'm not mistaken, the Clock of Destiny. But those are not her full items. Doesn't have the cores, and you can see the fight.
It was all enough for them.
Yeah.
Look at it. Dives after dives for the bottom lane, and they just capitalize on this situation because Josh was left alone. They think that, hey, it's a tank. He definitely can handle it himself, but apparently no. Then over time, they managed to trade over the top side, but this is where all they have to actually happen over bottom.
I mean, okay, I understand. This is the part where the Minotaur was showing off really well.
Yep.
Right? Look at the knockup that he brings. Timed it so well.
Yep.
And gets all the kills. Like, this is, I mean, I understand the Lunox is the MVP based on the stats, right? But you look at how Minotaur was playing.
Exactly. It was so beautiful, and even the Saber was keeping them
I wanted to
occupied.
credit Saber as well, because Saber initially started up the war he used his ultimate, and then Minotaur came in to follow up. So
to the knockups,
yeah. Again, the meta right now is all about CC. Whoever CC first, they're able to lock down their opponents and then follow up with damage.
And then let's not forget about JPL's Alice also going in towards the late game. It was more so towards the late game where she just went to kill the creeps. Just in the base, like she didn't even care about anything.
Care at all.
No.
And this is where, you know, you kind of have to remember that you're giving the opponent team two must-ban heroes, which is both Lunox and Alice, and they are just outperforming, outshining already the rest of the team. Yes, the rest of the team did start something, but they ended up with a perfect note.
Okay, do you guys remember the part where Sino was playing Alice and he just went in and died? Like, uses ultimate?
Yeah.
Why did that happen? Was he aware or was it like miscommunication? Because like he knew he's going into them, he saw that they're all together.
Yes, correct. I think
he attacked them nonetheless. Like
he wanted to push forward with his team. I think they had a call that, you know what, let's attack our own jungle, but it didn't work that way.
Happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, we have the MVP of this previous game for you guys. My guess, well, it should be Lunox, and there it is. It is Lunox. Talk to me about the items. You said it's not completed yet, but what do you think about them?
Of course, it offers a lot. It just tells you a lot with 35% of the overall damage over onto the enemies. She's just dishing every single bit of it everywhere she goes and not falling a single time at all. It just tells you it's utterly OP because you can just pop the out, walk out to safety, and you have the rest of them to worry about if you're from Icon, because who are you going to take down? Are you going for the Alice? Are you going to take down Saber? Because Saber will be leading the charge alongside with the Minotaur. So if you want to deal with the Saber, you have to take down the Minotaur alongside with it.
You know what's funny? Lunok's character is more to bring the balance between both light and darkness. Apparently, she didn't bring any balance to the game.
No.
She's broken.
She destroys everyone.
Yeah.
No matter that's the thing. She's so good for just going in team fights and then coming out as well, just bringing out a lot of damage, and that's why you see her getting banned in all games. I'm trying to play her in my ranked games, and I can never get my hands on her because she's banned all the time.
I mean, you stick to your tank. You stick to your tank position.
I think that it's actually really hard to master her Lunox because there's so many spells for you to
skills
right
here.
You got to ban. Okay, I'm just
okay,
sorry, ban me. Sorry,
we'll ban Faraz instead.
Sorry. I'm not nothing compared to you, but I'm saying I'm not bad at all. Yeah. You know when it comes to hey, you're looking at me like I'm bad at it.
It's like you're not bad, but are you the worst?
Oh,
I'm just kidding, right there.
Live burn. But anyways,
we'll play later.
We have to give credits to Odia Bambi. Like I said, according to our script, according to offstage, when we talk about it, Odia Bambi has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
He is the key player to kind of start something out. Like for Evos SG, yes, they are all talented players. They're all mythical glories players. They are all from the previous team as well in MSC 2017. Some of the members are from Impunity, which they won MSC 2017 Malaysia Singapore qualifiers. But here's the thing. Odia Bambi.
Look at him. He's so confident. He's just like, I want to do this. I'm gonna pick Lunox again, and I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to voice over what he's trying to say.
I'm pretty sure they're ready.
He needs to initiate this spark of hope.
Yeah.
If Evos SG right there, whatever they're doing right now, that is good. Because right there, they are fulfilling their order. They are going to go in for that tiebreaker game. And this is what they have to do.
And you can see right now, Geek Fam Icon, I'm not saying they're stressed. They probably have pocket strategies.
Yeah.
They probably know how to counter this. But they are thinking about this because this is, ladies and gentlemen, the last game of this matchup.
Hey.
We're going to decide after this which of these teams will be going down to the lower brackets tomorrow and which one will be moving on in the upper brackets.
And here's the fun part. This is our first, come on, I'll let you finish it. First best of 3.
Yeah. That's right. It's the first best of 3. We have another matchup coming right after this. It's going to be AirAsia versus Bigetron SG. But for now, it seems like we're actually down into the draft. Once again, it's a 1-1 Evos Esports SG going up against Geek Fam Icon. We already have a ban on Chow.
It's gonna be permanent ban. They've said it out loud in the introduction.
Interview. They're like, Geek Fam Icon, you're gonna know about this. We're gonna ban Chow. There's no other way around it. You already know what we're gonna do.
Just a fun fact. The only the only team that I could still remember that didn't ban Chow when they are going against Geek Fam Icon is their brothers in arms, which is Geek Fam Mystic Burden.
They banned or
they didn't ban?
They
and they won both games.
I think because they won both games.
They won both games.
I think because they play or script with them so much, they know how to counter the Chow, probably.
Yeah, exactly. And how you want to counter the Chow is to make sure that you have such a solid front line filled with tanks, filled with initiators, so that he does not get a chance at all to use the Way of the Dragon to kick somebody in. Yeah. Imagine if you go in and you have to kick a Minotaur. You're sending your teammates to death.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to kick a Minotaur. No. That's what happens in my games usually.
Oops. Sorry.
Bad. I feel you.
Yeah, you do better. You do better.
I'll try my best. But talking about the bans right now, okay, let's talk about, we'll wait for the last ban. Now I want to touch on something on the Alice ban over there. So Selena, Lunox is open. It could be another Lunox for Evos, but it looks like they're deciding right now, what are they going to go for? Do they want to go for the Minotaur? Do they want to go for the Grok?
Yeah.
Could possibly be the Grok?
Grok has been the staple for the side of Geek Fam Icon.
Yeah.
So it's really smart to actually take another signature pick from the side of Icon, because now they need to think about how are we going to do this?
Wow.
They actually go in for the Lunox as well as Cloud, 2 of the most banned heroes of the day.
So Geek Fam Icon just taking back the poison towards them. I mean, getting the 2 most wanted heroes, which got banned unfortunately. So
they're going for the both tank heroes first. This is something, you know, we didn't really see this in the regular season where you would pick 2 tanks first.
Yeah.
Whereas now they're so important, they're so crucial to your gameplay, especially Evos apparently, that they go for that and they pick the Martis as well. This is something that we would...
I mean, the tanks wise, in the terms of the meta for slot 1, slot 2 is season 1's meta.
Yeah.
Someone like a
it's coming back, man. It's coming back. Yeah. I didn't play season 1, so that's why I wouldn't know, but it is interesting to have these.
No.
It's kind of come back.
I think that this is actually interesting. We saw how they won game number 2. They went for a dive composition, and everything from the side of Evo Singapore is telling you that, hey, we can ignore the towers, we can go in for the kills. Just go right over the back line and try to hunt for that. And Looks like the Lancelot will be brought out from the side of Icon, and I want to see how they play this out because Lancelot, we know how efficient it can go for split pushes, can go 1v1 toe-to-toe with the likes of Martis as well if he's got the items for it.
We saw Lancelot earlier today. I think Saiyan Reborn was playing it.
Wow.
It was one. Whoa, wait a second.
Hello there.
Hold your horses. Is this a Kagura I'm seeing right now?
Yes, it's a Kagura for us.
Whoa. And Geek Fam Icon is playing around as well. They're like,
I think that this is a really bold move, but we know that Evos Singapore has been familiar, and that's going to be the last pick of Johnson. We're going to see some
look at Korea, look at him.
downtown action.
He's like, is this happening right now? He looks confident. He looks confident. Oh yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, he's going to keep that face as long as we keep the camera on it.
You guys want to hear a good joke on Johnson? What does Johnson say to him when he's funny?
When it's funny?
When he's funny, know right? You all don't know right? Kelakar. Get it? Kelakar.
No,
guys, laugh at me, please.
No,
that's cool.
Kelakar.
Sorry, guys.
No. Okay.
Sorry, guys. We try to take KBC off. If he makes any more jokes like that, I'll be the first one to kick him out.
Okay, never mind.
All right, so we're down. This could be this is the last game between Evos, SG, and Geek Fam Icon. Gentlemen, what are your predictions?
You first.
Man, this is really hard for me to decide, but look at how they played out game number 2. I think Evos still had it in back.
All right, come on, you got to do it fast.
Geek Fam Icon for me.
All right, let's do it.
I want to see that
Kalaka. The Kalaka, whatever you want, man. Let's see what happens. I'm going to pass it to our awesome casters. It's going to be Contra and KBC casting it for you.
Thank you so much, Faras. Again, this is game 3. The do or die deciding factor. Can the Singaporeans take out or go or escape this nightmare against this Malaysian team who has so much promising hopes?
Exactly, and we talked about Geek Fam Icon having so much individual talent. They were brought together, scouted by Mystic Koken from the top of the ladder rankings, and now they are at the playoffs already. And I see that they definitely put on their A game all across this whole best of 3. And look at how this is actually going. I think that it's been pretty efficient, and they're playing it really safe now.
In standard styles coming in here as, Katum getting a little bit of caught up over there with the Lunox. He's gonna pop his regen skill, he's gonna heal up some damage here, but then his jungle is getting fed off by Evos Esports. And Evos Esports, they are very popular with, or the Singaporeans in general, they're very popular with those proxies. They love to get the early creeps, they like to get the early waves, to get the extra XP, because right there, you want to hit level 4.
Look at this. They're actually sending all 4 members over the top side. They will get the River Crab, but Josh spots out some of these dangers here, but he will actually go in and just take another sort of wave. But Josh is in the middle of it all. Could this possibly be the first blood as Ace is being taken down to half HP already? Josh steers away the danger.
I mean, Gato Kacha isn't the best fight if you want to go for him. He's a tank. He's still very tanky in the early stages of the game. We do see there's a little bit of buff also coming in from his side with the recent patches, a little bit of balancing, so people tend to use him a lot. And Josh, he's trying to kind of take away all this BS coming in from Evos Esports. Evos Esports, they're just depending onto the numbers, the rotations coming in as a group. If they can come into numbers with good rotations, they are able to steal some kills and perhaps objectives.
And speaking of objectives, it's going to be a turn of being attended by Icon already. So a little bit of an extra goal, but they will attempt for a steal. And it's going to be the Grok taking it into hand. And they also caught out Josh. And that's going to be a first blood going in the side of Evos.
And Evos starting off with a total steal and a kill. And Unta running away. The partners in crimes, both Cloud and Dexter, is going to teleport back. And that is an early start coming in from Evos Esports SG. They want to continue on the momentum. Again, the early game, I feel like they have they have a lot of advantages. They just need to keep on pooping. But then, Sino, right there.
Beautiful catch over on to Bambi, but immediately gets negated. And you see Josh getting prepared as the Gato Catcher immediately flies in with the element as well. But of course, Kagura is Kagura. You can easily just dash away, takes away that umbrella and say goodbye. And Gato Kacha as well, despite if he were to land his ultimate, there's still no damage follow-up coming in. Johnson and both Gato Kacha is not going to deal so much damage, so a little bit slow, a little bit of miscom coming in from Geek Fam Icon. Okay, Ulta! Looks like that.
Hello!
Almost a kill. He escaped with a Slayer of Hell. How did he do that? My oh my.
The mirror image just definitely just teleported him back away to safety.
Well,
Wow.
I thought
he's dead already by
Yeah.
then. What?
And that was just way too close for comfort, and they are going for the dive here, and Evos wants blood. They're going over on the Gacha. He doesn't really have the damage, and they will take him down a lot of time with their. And this is going to be the second kill in a row for the side of.
Oh, maybe make it third here because GameFam Icon, a little bit overstaying at the turret side. So JPL is able to defend this turret, and he is doing works with a solo one. Oh, but then he doesn't want to go there. He doesn't want to choose 4 people. He wants to go with that part. Safe route, and JPL might want to sacrifice this tier 1 turret because again, it will be Evos Esports. They have the momentum in terms of their 4-man gang. They're gonna go in for the turtle.
Yeah, that was really good done, and we can see that the Minotaur was up over the top lane, dealing with at least 2 to 3 members, and as much as he's really beefy, that's gonna be, oh my goodness, almost getting stolen there from the side, but of course, he was Singapore managed to steer away the danger, as well as secure the second turtle.
And a great question coming out from our viewers out here, Muhammad Ashraf, if you're not mistaken, why Error is not playing? And I just noticed that Error is actually not playing. He played the first round. He wasn't on stage, I think he was playing via online. And he was phenomenal with the Minotaur initially when we did see him play. And now he's not in round 2 and round 3. So this is going to be very crucial for Geek Am I going to start with.
That's Zeno coming in with the drive, and that's going to be them slamming into the faces of Evos as Cloud takes one down. And they're going for the second kill. That's Cloud taken down as well, but Martis comes in from the side, going with the decimate, and Josh is caught up in the crossfire, and Josh will fall. Double kill in the hands of Martis.
A great timing coming in from the Ashura King. That decimate just stepped down 2 people, and that will give Evos back on track despite losing 2 members, if I'm not mistaken, from there. And now Evos, they're going to extend their lead, extend their control into the jungles of Geek Fam Icon. Geek Fam Icon, this is basically round 1 deja vu. And it's not looking good. Geek Fam Icon wants to do this. Sino, meanwhile, people with the police car, as always Faraz used to say so. He's going to drive over there. Kalaka is not going to knock anyone there, and he's going to knock the wall. Very funny indeed.
Oh, gotta get himself some driving license there, but Ace may just come back with a little bit
Oh
more
my goodness.
of an offensive play coming in. Another kill in the hands of Kagura, but they're looking for more. Ball being popped up there from the side of Ace as well. Flicker has to be used to get himself to safety.
Cloud at the top lane, I think he wants to rotate back to help his team because the rest of the members of Evos, they are just pushing Geek Fam away from there. Now there's a turret behind enemy lines.
And here comes the diamond. That's a beautiful maneuver slamming into them. And that's going to be Kagura carrying the weight, taking all these shots into the face. And now Evos leading in charge, 8 kills to 2.
8 kills to 2, 4,000 gold in hand, and Evos, they're gonna go in for the Lord. A Demon Hunter Sword has been purchased by Cloud, aka Unta, but then is that enough? The rest of the members of Geek Fam, they managed to spot this steal here. Can they steal this right there?
Sino going in for the drive, and they will aim around at Kagura, but can they take her down? That's gonna be Cloud being out of the picture, and now Gacha Master KO1 as well.
Lost
That's
in contest.
And
No.
once again, they managed to take down the Lord, and Ace will also get Josh caught up here. Look at the health,
Josh.
they are falling like flies. Evos,
Lancelot.
oh my goodness, it's not over as of yet, but still being brought down low, and Ashura Aura almost slapped the face of Papa. Papa managed to escape in that skirmish itself.
Wow. Huge props to Evos Esports, able to maintain their ground, able to contest for the Lord till the end and secure the Lord for themselves. In fact, they are able to take down multiple members into play. Cloud falling down early on isn't helpful for Geek Fam Icon because they don't have the damage. They have tanks to do initiation, to do CC, but then it's not enough if you don't have the final blow from your ADCs.
Exactly, and we see them forcing Geek Fam to respond. They have to send somebody out to stop the bleeding, and they tried to challenge the Lord. It wasn't enough. All of them are separated because Sino definitely has to drive in.
Yep.
And the rest of them have to keep up with the pressure. They have to walk in by themselves. So taking that time, they managed to, of course, pick out the frontliners, and now they have to deal with this.
Evos, Esports SG, both tanks picking up the anti-Karaz, used to be known as Demon Advance by the way. I have no idea why Muton changed name, as Etina Shield has been picked up by Martis, and this fight with the Lord will commence right now.
And they're looking for Josh as that's a mega kill. They take down the Lunax, maneuver over on the members of Icon, and they march right in. The bottom lane is melting down, and Zeno tries to hold all of them. That's one member down, two members down, as Evos continue to fight in this battle. Unta being brought down low, and he will be stopped by the Kakura. Unstoppable, by the way, as Bambi looking to seal the game. This might just be it. Bambi, can you close this one out? Lancelot slices his health, but there was no minutes at all for the side of Evos.
Bambi, oh, Tyrants sniping down to Saber Soul. You know, that's soulful and not that careful as well. He's gonna fall back to the graveyard for 24 seconds. A little bit of overaggression coming in from Team Evos Esports SG. What I feel they should do is they should have taken down the rest of the turrets. Then only go in for the Nexus, because you can open up so much opportunity, so much map knowledge and map control if you were to do so. But they want to push forward. I just don't understand them. I don't understand the Singaporeans.
Well, I think that they thought that they had it in back, but speaking of that, Zeno, beautiful drive, they slam it all around him as Kakura will be shut down. Got the double kill over the side of the Lunax, and this might just be the comeback that they need.
The comeback that they need, the comeback that they want to. As that start just sparked things up for Geek Fam Icon, a reminiscence of Game 1, I feel, a little bit, although the Lord hasn't respawned yet lah.
Yeah, I gotta say, because like, when you brought up about the mid lane turret, they could slowly play it out. They could just take down one member, back away, and they couldn't just wait for the wave because Evos have the numbers advantage already, but they pushed their luck a little bit too far.
Too much.
Yeah, they still have this really huge goal lead, but if they play like this...
People gonna knock down here. Continue on, Contra.
Flicker comes out from Zeno, he spots out two members there, immediately steers away from danger, and now Ace will be in the front lines looking for Josh.
Top lane being harassed.
Oh my goodness, but there's no one actually pushing it. Kagura playing it safely. Over on the back, Bambi getting caught out a couple times already. So Cloud, gonna be a push coming in. Gacha forces is out, and they will actually look for Cloud. Cloud being bursted down, and they will lose one member as Saber takes down the Lunox, and now Lancelot will take one down as well. That's going to be Martis shutting one member off the side of Geek Fam, but now the mid lane will be brought down to smithereens. Zeno trying to keep under pressure over on his Soul, but Soul escapes, and now that's going to be Ace getting slowly traded down by both Josh and Unta, and now that's a double kill in the hands of the Claude.
Now, a good initiation, a good defense coming from Geek Fam Icon, but then Evo Esports, I feel like they won the war. They took this particular turret, and now Geek Fam Icon, you know what? They say, you know what, you can take our turret, let's go for the Lord. Why not? Let's go for the Lord again.
Definitely,
and Cloud can go one-on-one with this Lord.
Yeah, and we see it time and time again. A lot of times Geek Fam go for this, they manage to seal the deal, but Joseo and Soul is looking to push all these members away. They may be able to steal it as well, but the rest of Icon is coming from the back. Saiyan goes over onto Potato, and Bowen gets knocked up in the air as they reset the Lord. And now Potato still looking for Josh. Josh does not have any mana. And Unta's got to flicker away. Beautifully done there by the side of Icon.
Icon just delaying that and able to reset the Lord, not giving any BS to Evos Esports. But again, you know, Geek Fam was the one who started the fight, so they kind of like wanted to say, you know what, if I don't get it, I don't want to get it, you don't get it as well, so they kind of reset it and able to get some trade kills coming in.
And it looks like Katum managed to get himself the Clock of Destiny at 12 minutes mark. Not too bad, it's not exactly too late to actually build that. And over on the top side, they need to deal with this wave here. But over on this side, you see Soul trying to catch one member out with his Saber.
Trying to get the lockdown first with the triple sweep ultimate. But he has to be careful because the rest of the members can also shut him down due to the low sustainability.
Now they can actually use the Lord as bait, but they're waiting for the rest of Geek Fam members to pop out over the side of the map because they now finally see the positioning of Lancelot, because if you want to go for a fight, Lancelot's gonna put you in a lot of danger. But Josh getting slammed right there, and he's going in ham on this one. He's got to use the ult to actually escape. Really good move from Josh to steer away the danger, but they are actually invading the jungles coming from the side of Evos.
Okay, Wild Charge comes in already. Contra, take it away.
And that's going to be Potato immediately pulling out, and we thought that it's going to be a really big fight, but they're playing it really calculatively. But Josh, he does not have his ultimate right now. He needs to make sure that he does not get caught out because the rest of Icon is trying to back away. They need to heal up into 100% health before they go head to head, because if they go ahead, oh, look at Tino. Tino's all alone in the back, but Josh is trying to pick one up. Josh is gonna be taken down by the Martin's whip. That's the mate, and that's the double. And this is gonna be a 3 kill. Not exactly 3 just yet, as Mamba managed to escape, but the Lunox managed to take down the ground as well.
1 kill from there, and then is able to push Geek Fam away there. They are just exposed right now.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad for the side of Icon. Top lane is being crushed as well. They're just waiting for all these minutes to torture Geek Fam Icon. Icon slowly bleeding out, and now Sino tries to hold his weight by himself. He needs to deal with Potato as well. As Kagura takes out one more member, and that's no more Lunox.
Oh, Midonia Fury!
Oh my word! What a play coming out from the middle. And now this definitely will be in the bag, and Evos Esports Singapore did not manage to close out the game. They crushed the top lane, and this is going to be Josh being melted down, Unta taken down, and this will definitely be game for the side of Evos Esports Singapore. I'm losing my voice in this game.
I know. I can feel the emotions, the pressure coming in from Evos Esports, non-stop punching, hounding and pounding down Geek Fam Icon, and unfortunately for Geek Fam Icon, they will have to bail out against those Singaporean team and drop to the lower brackets. Evos Esports putting up a show onto the Malaysian soil, 2-1, and this is the MVP, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Bambi. Bambi, I think he uses this Kagura to his full potential, 10-4 to 11, not only contributing in kills, but both assists as well. Of course, the rest of the team of Geek Fam Icon, they want to steer on the fight. They had the least momentum, but then it went snowball all the way onto Evo's side.
What a game it was. I totally agree with you guys. It was such an amazing game. Evos SG almost lost it though at the end.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to close the game, but you know, being as experienced as they are, they were like, you know what guys, we're going to try something new. We're just going to keep them there, even though they only had 3 men. They're like, you know what, we have to finish this right now. But talk to me about the walkthrough right now. Geek Fam Icon, just like the very first game, they kind of had middle game in their favor a little bit, for a little while. And then they lost it again to Evos SG.
It was just pure teamwork from the side of Evos Singapore, because you saw time and time game, they pick a dive bomb, they stick to the plan, they hit over the Val lane, pick a couple of kills, and then rotate towards the mid lane. And from the side of Icon, they were forced to answer every single battle. This is the first time that they attempted Lord, and they just managed to get all these kills in the hands of Bambi, which snowballed him into the late game monster that we see.
And not only that, you can see that Evos SG, the way they play it, it's so, it's so fast-paced. The rotations are there.
That's right.
The way how they pressure into the jungle, the enemy jungles, and you know, even though they lose turrets up there, but again, turrets, this is just tier 1 turrets. Eventually, you will tend to lose tier 1 turrets in the later game. So why not just sacrifice that turret while we keep on putting on the pressure onto the wound? Geek Fam Icon had no choice but to respond to them, and they had to play the defensive game. Yes,
True.
We do see that Sino, he came in top.
His driving was amazing.
His driving was amazing. He wanted to start fights, and yes, it leads to some kills coming in from Kentom's Lunox from there.
Yeah.
But then, that's about it. There's nothing much already. There's no follow-up coming in, so what is your game plan after that? There wasn't any game plan, and again, your whole base setup was totally exposed. 3 lanes all wiped out.
And you have to give it to JPL's Minotaur as well. What a play there. Did you see the very last knockup? He waited.
Yes.
He waited for the right moment, because it could have been a different game if he didn't land that knockup. And I don't know, I just have to praise him for that.
And,
I would say the same as well. We see him being so patient and just waiting for the rest of Icon to come right in.
Correct.
And
That's right.
Bam. There goes the game-winning element, as well as every single fight that they go for. It's all about Sino trying to catch out Kagura. But what if that does not happen? Look at it time and time again.
It's
when
amazing.
they force this fight, this is where everything just got blown into the hands of Evos.
Look at it. Did you see the knockout?
Triple knockout.
Yeah.
This is
Still
crazy,
pretty
and the fact that they can do this to a good team, to a great team like
Yeah.
Geek Fam Icon, it takes some experience. Look at that, another one.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
give credits to all the team members.
Yeah, of course,
in
of
Evos
course.
SG. Without Potatoes, Ashura Kings, Martis, sorry, the Decimate Ultimate, you weren't able to finish off the core members, leaving only 3 members out there. And then they put up all the pressure there, able to take down all the lanes and just putting the nail into the coffin.
Right. Now, we are going to be looking at the MVP very soon, but I do want to mention the fact that with this, Evos SG will be staying in the upper brackets, while Geek Fam Icon will be moving down to the lower brackets, possibly facing the losers of the next match, which is going to be AirAsia and Bigetron SG. Now, our MVP of this game was Oh Dear Bambi's Kagura, 10 kills, 4 deaths, and 11 assists. She was on the front line the entire time.
And I find that this Kagura is a little bit more having her core items back again. She has a lot of items like a concentrated energy, a little bit of the Clock of Destiny, fleeting time as well, a little bit of that. So it kind of builds those extra magic points that she needs to keep on attacking. Because to have as aggressive a Kagura, you need to have the constant flow of mana into her arsenal. And that's
right.
how she does it really well.
But there's one thing I do want to mention with Evos SG, right? There's one thing they have to be careful of.
Yeah.
Is you could see, I think it was one part where Saber actually died to the tower because he was overextending.
Yeah, overextending.
These kind of things you can't pull off if you're in the grand final.
Correct, exactly.
Right? Because that one little mistake is going to lead to you losing. So they have to be careful.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
But, gentlemen, there is one thing I do want to say.
Okay.
There's something special I have to do, and I have to actually leave you guys.
Wait, what?
in
You're gonna
order
leave
to
us?
do
No,
that.
you can't leave us, man.
I know you guys are gonna
No,
miss me, but
no,
you have to give me a moment, man.
But
just let me do my thing, man. Let me be myself.
Come on, alright.
dude,
Okay, I
can't
guess we
reach
just
me.
gotta do this by ourselves then. So,
Sure.
of course, we just saw an amazing game that
Yeah.
just came out from both of these teams. Icon definitely pulled up a really great show.
Correct.
Unfortunately, they gotta climb their way out of the rut there from the bottom bracket as we see our handsome young man going up in the stage.
man.
Leaving us.
All right, take the show. Take the show. Just take the show.
All right. Thank you so much, Contra and KBC. Guys, how you doing? No? No, Choo Choo, no. Choo Choo, I want to hear only you. Let her scream only. How you doing, Choo Choo? Louder? You stream, for God's sake. You talk all the time. One more time. Can you guys help her out? How you guys doing? Yeah, that didn't sound like Choo Choo, but it's still okay. All right, so I have a very special announcement to make for you guys. We have to do this as soon as possible because we have AirAsia Saiyan going up against Bigetron SG. Who's excited for that? Yeah? Okay, let me hear for AirAsia Saiyan. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, Choo Choo, calm down. What about Bigetron SG? Come on. You know what? I'll help you out. Bigetron SG. Woo! I'm here for you, man. Okay. This next part is very special. How many of you guys have seen Mata Kerbal? Show of hands. Mata Kerbal. Okay, all right. I see a few people over there. Okay, so if you're up there. Okay, cool. Mata Kerbal is a very special web series that we did with EG Network and Moonton. And today, we're going to be shooting a very special part of the season finale, which is going to be shown on TV everywhere, Facebook, right here as well, on Sunday, before the grand finals. So if you guys want to be part of this TV show, if you want to be part of this Mata Kerbal that most of you already know about, this is your chance. But I'm going to need your help. Will you help me? Wait, who was that? Will you help me? Scream again, scream again. Okay, cool. Zishin, will you help me? Will you help me? No? All right, can someone get him out, please? All right, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna need Leslie's help, or Fira, Fatima, Leslie. I need one of you guys up here. Come on here, Leslie. Okay. So we need to shoot. Yeah, come on,
Thanks,
for Leslie. So, in order to make this as simple as possible, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. Okay? We're shooting this for Mata Kerbal. We're gonna be shooting everyone in the crowd, so all of you guys are gonna be in it. All right? Now Mata Kerbal is gonna be playing, but I can't spoil, so I'm gonna change the scenario. All right? I am going to propose to Leslie. All right? But she is my girlfriend. Okay? And my name, hey, wait, not yet, man.
you're all a good man, right? You want to support him to do so, right?
Hey, you guys don't know about me, so don't judge.
But right now you're doing this, so I judge.
No, I'm proposing to you. Come on. My name is Mata Kerbal. Okay? So I'm gonna give you different scenes, and you have to act based on those scenes. We're gonna start with me proposing to her. I'm gonna call you Fatima because of Mata Kerbal for now.
Hello.
I need you to be out there. Yeah, and I'm gonna call you in later. Okay? You're gonna stand at the back.
I'm so sad.
Okay, Leslie. When I propose to her, I want you to shout and scream as loud as you can. Clap. Okay? All right, you're shouting for Mr. Mata Kerbal proposing to Leslie. Can you guys do that? Yeah? Okay. All right, but you don't have to say anything, all right? You don't have to say anything. Just shout and scream. Cool? We're going to try this one time. Leslie, you ready? Yeah?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Are you not gonna say anything?
You can't say anything. We're shooting, Leslie. Come on. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. That was good. I want everyone else to help us. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you
Don't-
scream now, okay? Maybe I'll give you one.
Okay, you have to give it to her now.
No. As long
Okay.
as she scream really loud.
Leslie,
and
we're
loud,
going to
okay?
try this again. Guys,
Okay.
give me your loudest shout and cheer and give it to me as long as possible, all right? 10 seconds. I'm going to propose to Leslie one more time. 1, 2. Okay, it's too soon, man. Too soon. You're
Don't be so
excited. She's waiting.
She's crying.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Why are you guys saying no? This is from Mata Kerbal, man. You can't say no. We have to cut them out. All right. Now, we're going to take one more shot. This time, you can shout and scream, but you have to clap. All right? Yes, do that. Yes, that. Okay? Now, we're not handing in the posters
Why your
yet,
face
right?
so red?
Are we handing them now? Now, for this shot, or just a clapping shot first? Okay, we're going to do the clapping shot first. So just change the way you scream and shout. Just clap. Kolia, can you do that for me? Can you clap for us? Just clap for me.
Woo!
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Hey, wait. Guys, up there, come on. Can you clap for me? Come on.
Hey, don't look
Yeah.
at me, hello. Clap for me a bit, lah, hello.
Okay, all right.
I was like, he also like that.
Okay, I'm going to propose to Leslie once again.
So many times, I
I
cannot
know.
take it.
You're worth it.
Wow.
Okay, all
Fatima
right.
is so sad.
You ready,
Okay.
Leslie?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, guys, on my count, I'm going to go down, clap for like 5-10 seconds, okay? Cool? I think everyone's okay? Yeah? All right. 3. Oh, God, I can't believe I'm doing this again. 2, 1. Is that okay? All right, what are you doing, Abdul? What is this? You're not the Queen of England. What are you doing? That's not clapping.
Maybe they thought this is clapping. Woo, woo.
I don't know what they're doing. That was good, Kolia. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now, Fatima, I'm gonna need you to come in.
Okay,
You
she
can
done
come
crying.
here first. Okay, I'll tell you what to do.
Fira
Wait,
done crying
I need to.
already. Fira,
I need
is
to
it
confirm
Fira
this.
come on the stage? Come up on the stage or here? Coming up
No.
on the stage?
She's still gonna be down there for
Oh,
the next
okay.
shot. I'm gonna need you.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Now this time we're gonna hand out some Mata Kerbal posters to you. So imagine you're having posters for the group. All right, Chuchu, you're just excited about me, Mr. Mata Kerbal winning. Whose face is that? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that one
I
makes
thought
sense.
it's
Not
mine
my
though,
face.
so sad.
Huh?
Should be my face, right?
No.
You're proposing me.
See, Chuchu, can you hold it up? Hold it up high.
Woo! Hold
High,
it up.
not your phone. The thing. Yeah.
Just like my ugliest face, okay? You want to show them off. That's funny.
Whose face is that?
Everyone can look at behind. Can you show again? Can you
Okay.
show is that? Woo!
Guys, that's one of our producers from EGG. I have no idea why his face is over there.
Producer's face.
Trying to make him famous? Okay, guys, at the back. All right, I see Evos over there. Yeah, okay, they're doing an interview. Sorry, I didn't know about that.
They're busy,
Okay.
okay?
AirAsia saying you guys are gonna help me, right, Fredo?